What's up guys and gals, how you doing? Haku Rick back again with another video, and today, well I'll say today, it's the video straight after the next one. I'm going to be uploading this, the ones I've done editing this. But today, we are starting our D&D story time. This is going to be part one of a multiple series, depending on how long we play this campaign. Hopefully long enough. So part one, I'm not going to go into the full detail of the story. I'm just going to be talking about the characters that we have, the map, and sort of the. I'll go into the beginning a little bit, nothing too crazy. But the D&D group I'm a part of, we are doing a homebrew campaign that is being hosted by what we are titling God. I won't say the people's full names. I'm going to just keep it to their sort of names that we normally say on the daily basis, sort of thing. But I am going to read off, because we have a Discord. I'm going to be reading off what our DM had originally stated is what the campaign is basically sort of gonna be about, but it gives us info about the world that we're pardon me, gonna be living in. So this is how it starts, because our first setting is the island of Nolan. It is a recently discovered island that has become a frontier. When they discovered this island, they found large groups of nomadic orcs. But the one big thing they have found is a very large city that is created by rogues, pirates, criminals, etc. They created a secret city to hide from the three main empires on the mainland and hoard all their ill-gotten gains. One of the empires actually founded the island, and made a capital city. So there are sort of three big cities that are on this island, and the first one is Bing, which is the Thief City. So it's the one where all the pirates, the rogues, all the evildoers go there. They do with their evil deeds there and whatnot. The capital of which one of the empires has been claimed is called Arkwell, and the orc capital where all the nomadic tribes go is called Dol. But there are other places around the map which we either will or have figured out already. But there is a mainland as well, as you said. There's three kingdoms in the mainland. The kingdom of Nash has, well, quote unquote, discovered Nolan, and it is ruled by a two-king system. And basically, they are a military sort of empire, and they are the ones that took over Nolan, basically using military force. Oh, wait, nope, never mind. That is one of the other kingdoms. But I'll explain. One of the kingdoms has probably changed. I need to talk to the DM about it, but I'll explain why in a moment. So Nash is the one that took over Nolan, and then there's another one which is a technological sort of advanced military sort of kingdom. And then another one was meant to be Harmonison. I think it was meant to be raided by a council, but again, the military one or the council one is going to be changed, because one of the other kingdoms is going to be the kingdom of Stonewall. I'll explain that in a later time, probably someone later in this episode. But with that, with our place of where we're going to be doing the campaign, maybe, well, not maybe, I had to talk to you about the characters. The people of our group. We have the group of myself, which is playing Adder Stonewall, a dwarven barbarian. the next character we have is from a guy in the group called Death, and his character is Peril, which is an undead reborn necromancer. Now, the reborn sort of race is, and the necromancer is part of something called Unearth Arcana, is where people could test out classes and whatnot, because they might be part of a next big book or something. Another character we have is called Matthias, which is Raven, and her character is a male Dark Elf Drow rogue. And then finally we have Rapid, who is the character of the Cheese Noodle, who is part of our group. And he is a Warforged Druid, which is a robot who's into nature. So at the start of the campaign, we were all on a boat, traveling towards the new land of Nolan to seek adventure and fortune. When we got there, we arrived at the capital city of Arkwell, and we didn't really know what to do from there, so we went to the tavern and had something to drink. And our little Warforged Druid, who's really into nature, really wanted to kill some things. But Ada, being who he is, has always tried to make sure that the Warforged didn't go along and try and murder the whole goddamn city. Or town, whatever it is. So after they went to the tavern and had a few drinks, they decided to wander around a bit, try find either another tavern to sleep in, or just to have a look around and see what the village or town has to offer. Until they got to this building. Looks like the building has been attacked and destroyed. So our Warforged Druid decided to dive straight into the window and to investigate. Well, majority of us went through the door. Once we got in there, we just heard a lot of ruckus and noise, so we took it nice and slowly, and then found out that once we got to the top, there seemed to be another druid there, a high-ranking druid, that seemed to be dead, and there was rats that were trying to attack an eagle, and we thought there was the rats that originally killed him. Once we took out the rats, and everything else was free. Oh, I've forgotten to add, we also have a dog. Once we were in the tavern, a dog was trying to attack the goblins that were working there in the kitchen, and we took it in as our own. But then, back to the building with the rats and stuff. When we investigated how the old man died, it turned out that he got stabbed in the back. Not betrayed, he literally got stabbed in the back. And in that back of his was a dagger, which had a symbol on. Now, me thinking I was a smart person, I tried to think about history. I have a -1 in intelligence, I failed my history, so I couldn't realise what it was. But luckily our undead necromancer, which is technically a wizard, was able to figure out what it was about. All we knew was the sort of insignia that was on it. It seemed to be some sort of like sea symbol, and once we figured that out, we decided to bury the body and go and investigate. I'm skipping a bunch of detail here, but while we were trying to sort stuff out, our wizard decided to disguise himself as the old man that has died, and has gone into the tavern to try and see if he could get information about what has happened. Sadly, he failed to sort of hide that our undead friend, Peril, basically busted the whole operation, and the tavern keeper came in and found the body and told us a little bit about the old druid that was there, and explained how there is a cult of sorts that is on this island. And once we had our funeral, we as a group decided to keep the house to ourselves and not tell anybody about it. So we had to come up with an excuse, and this is where Ada's backstory really came in clutch here. Ada is a prince to the kingdom of Stonewall, which is now one of the 3 main kingdoms, and he has used the excuse that he is a diplomat coming from there, and is using the cult as an excuse to say why he's there, why he's in that building, and sort of why on earth he's on the island in the first place. So we decided to keep that building, and we tidied it all up. We made it sure it was nice and clean. But while looking through a bunch of papers, we have seen that this guy has been in communication with the cult. And we came to the assumption of the cult had found no more use of him and decided to eliminate him. So once we've done that, we went to our Warforge Rapid has gone to he's gone to investigate around just to see what's around near this building, and he has actually found a sewer tunnel. So he gathered us along, minus Peril at the time, because sadly we do have players that are unable to turn up on the day because they have other stuff to do. So we used the sort of excuse that they were cleaning the house and whatnot. But once us 3, which was Machias, Ada, and Rapid, went into the sewer, it turned out that it was sort of a secret tunnel that leads to this massive big house, which turned out to be the governor's house. So once in there, we started investigating a bit more. It turns out either the governor knows about the situation with the cult, and he's trying to persuade the cult to stop attacking innocent people and assassinating people. And while that was happening, as we were investigating, looking around for stuff, the governor's assistants came in, and luckily for me, I was sort of dressed. I dressed myself in sort of smart clothing that I took for the dead guy's sort of wardrobe to make us look like I'm a diplomat. And what happened was I talked to him, sort of explaining and trying to lose a bit of my charisma to say that I am the prince of Stonewall, and had came to talk to the governor, which wasn't really true. I was just trying to get as much info out as possible. And he went to get the governor, and all of us were there, having a talk with him, having a conversation. And it turns out that the military there sort of tries to hide about info about cults. When a person dies and it involves the cult, they normally clean everything up and try to sell the houses, which we found strange. So we knew not to trust the military. So in that time, we had decided to sort of help out and try and investigate what happened to the cult and try and end them for good. But then we got invaded by a bunch of bandits and a half-orc, and the governor has asked us to fight with him and defend this city, which we had successfully done, and we made sure that everyone was safe and everybody was fine. But after that, we decided that we were going to try and find the cult and see what other side jobs we can try and do. But the rest of that will be carrying on with the next episode. I want to try and keep this between about 14-15 minutes long, so you guys don't get bored of everything. And yes, I hope you guys did enjoy part 1. Sorry if I skipped a lot of things. It's because trying to fit like 4 5-hour sessions into like a 15-minute video explaining what's going on is a challenge, and I don't want to try and make it any longer. So there will be a part 2 either coming out next week or the week after, because we done, as I said, 3 sessions, and hopefully we'll be carrying on and doing more. But anyway, this has been your boy Haiku. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I look at you guys' feedback. You know the drill. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.